In Hong Kong, every summer, local communities host a ritual feast. The guests of honor are not the living, but the departed spirits. In traditional belief, the 7th month of the lunar calendar, usually falling in August, is known as Ghost Month. On the 14th and 15th days of this month, it is especially believed that the gates of the underworld open wide, allowing souls to return to the human world. The idea may remind some of Halloween, but Ghost Month lasts far longer, an entire month. And while Halloween drives spirits away by dressing up as them, Ghost Month is shaped by taboos and careful practices, all meant to avoid offending the wandering ghosts. Wah Fu Estate was built in the late 1960s as public housing. Today, it is known for its distinctive twin tower blocks, 2 square towers, built to different heights and joined at a corner, each enclosing a central light well. Over time, the estate became a community with an aging population, where daily life remains quiet and orderly. During Ghost Month, when tradition discourages going out at night, the atmosphere grows even more still. Yet it is also in this month that Wah Fu Estate welcomes its most vibrant night of the year, a night so festive that even Lunar New Year celebrations can scarcely compare. Year after year, it returns almost without fail. On that night, the ground level of the light well, normally just a passageway for neighbors, is transformed into a stage that connects the living with the spirit world. A local saying goes, "When bamboo poles are raised, the spirits arrive." One morning in the early days of the 7th lunar month, residents awakened to find tall bamboo poles at their building entrances, strung with lanterns, and an altar newly set up for the earth god, known locally as Tudi Gong. From that moment, everyone knows Ghost Month begins. It is the time to observe its taboos.
By raising the poles and hanging lanterns high, the wandering spirits can see them. They know that rituals and offerings are prepared here, so they do not drift about and cause disturbances.
The earth god, meanwhile, is revered as the guardian deity of the building and the wider community. He is believed to safeguard its order and safety. Many residents, passing by the altar at the entrance, pause to offer incense or food. In the days before the ceremony, some even burn incense in outer walkways without altars, praying for protection and peace in the building. The Yu Lan Festivals, known among residents simply as the ritual, traces its origin to the Buddhist scripture Alambana Sutra, which tells a story of filial piety and the salvation of ancestors. In Hong Kong, classical Buddhist elements gradually merged with Taoist rites and local folk beliefs, giving rise to the unique Yu Lan Festivals, the Hungry Ghost Festival as practiced today. Typically, residents share the expense of erecting an altar, placing offerings upon it to pray for the rest of their ancestors and the wandering spirits, as well as for peace in the community. At most Hungry Ghost Festival events, the most striking feature is a towering paper effigy of the Ghost King. These figures usually stand over 2 meters tall, with some records mentioning effigies exceeding 4 or even 5 meters. The effigy represents Ukmuka Pritaja, literally flaming-faced Ghost King. In Hong Kong, he is commonly referred to as Dia Shawang or simply the Ghost King. According to certain scriptures, he is an emanation of the Bodhisattva Guanyin, while in popular belief all departed souls who return to the living world to receive incense are placed under his charge. For this reason, on the day dedicated to appeasing spirits, an effigy of the Ghost King is worshipped at the very start of the ceremony, entrusted not only with keeping the wandering souls in order, but also with safeguarding the community. In the past, the Hungry Ghost Festival was widely celebrated across Hong Kong, ranking just behind Lunar New Year and Mid-Autumn in importance.
Even if this kind of festival is held elsewhere, it's never the same as here in Wah Fu Estate. Where else have you seen such a ceremony take place inside a building? In Wah Fu Estate, with its distinctive design, Such a giant effigy and altar can be placed inside the central light well, with almost the whole festival unfolding within the building itself.
Residents hang up the handmade paper lanterns, set out the statues, and finish arranging the altar. Once everything is ready, the Taoist priests arrive and the ceremony is set to begin. To open the ceremony, the priest performs a rite that marks the formal beginning. At that moment, the paper statues before the crowd are no longer just crafted figures. They are believed to embody the deities and summon nearby spirits. Guided by the Taoist priests, known as masters, resident representatives offer incense first. They declare their role to the gods and pray on behalf of the whole community for peace and safety. Afterwards, the masters lead the resident representatives up to the top floor for a floor-to-floor ritual, symbolically consecrating the building. In the past, this meant visiting every floor and passing by each household's doorway. Today, for fire safety and practical reasons, the ritual is symbolic, held only on the top floor and at ground level.
That's right. In the past, no matter how many floors there were, the masters went floor by floor, passing by every household's front door. Everyone hoped for peace and safety. From the very top floor, masters would chant scriptures all the way down to the ground level of the light well, covering every part of the building. Back at ground level, the masters make offerings at the four corners of the light well. Because of the twin tower layout, each block has its own light well space, and the masters perform the rituals at every corner without exception.
Meanwhile, on the side of the central light well where the altar has been set up, the ground level space fills with activity. Residents step into the space to make their offerings, placing incense before each censer and statue.
We tell the Ghost King which flat we live in, and pray for safety. We burn paper offerings and clothing, hoping the Ghost King will let our ancestors receive them. Some are also burned for wandering spirits. In the end, it's all for peace and safety.
After the ceremony, most residents linger at the ground level of the light well. Some share food, others catch up in conversation, while children run in play. In these moments, the building feels more alive than on any other festival day. Here, it is as if all taboos have temporarily lifted. The boundary between the living and the dead seems to blur. As night falls, the masters chant scriptures and begin a ritual commonly known as breaking open the gates of hell. Such rites are usually private ceremonies, organized by the family of the recently deceased and rarely conducted in public. But here, it is held on behalf of wandering souls, a semi-public ritual for the community. This is a rare opportunity for such a ritual to be recorded. Residents believe that through this ceremony, the restless spirits are able to find peace. Toward the end of the rite, a representative casts flower petals and bronze coins, consecrated by the master, into the air. Other residents rush forward, reaching out to collect them. It is believed that bringing the petals and coins home ensures blessings and safety for the household. As the ceremony concludes, the effigy of the Ghost King is dismantled and carried to the car park, where it is burned in a large ritual furnace. This signifies that the wandering souls depart with the Ghost King back to the underworld, marking the completion of the festival. Afterwards, people ignite joss paper and paper effigies. According to tradition, these burning offerings are transformed into resources for the spirits in the other world. Flames rise, illuminating the faces of the community. This is not only a ritual for peace and safety, it is also an act of filial devotion to the ancestors, a prayer for all souls to find rest, and for harmony between yin and yang. Late into the night, the flames burn out. Residents tidy up the grounds, as if they have just hosted a grand feast for their ancestors, a concluding rite of the night. The light well returns to silence, leaving behind no trace of ash or incense. The Hungry Ghost Festival at Wafu Estate is more than a ritual of honoring the spirits. It preserves the collective memory of the neighborhood, a reminder of the bonds and care that tie people together.
Enjoy it while you can. The redevelopment timetable is already set, and resident representatives have said that even if relocation hasn't yet begun, it's very unlikely it'll be held here again next year.